Well, good morning, traders and investors. My name is Roger Scott. I'm the head trader for Wealth Press. Today is Monday, September 7th. Market's going to open up in about an hour or so. Let me go with you through what I'm seeing in the markets, what I'm expecting this week, the top sectors, the top stocks, and so forth and so forth. All the threats, all the dangers, all the upside, all the downside, and everything I get into with you on Mondays. Can you guys tell how much I love doing this? All right, so European stocks, they edged lower after small gains in Asia, while U.S. appeared to slip on the open. As a matter of fact, the S&P 500 is slated to open down about 1.18% as we speak. Investors are focused over uncertainties, pandemic, and hopes for vaccine. Now, Tuesday, Japanese government reported that the nation's economy shrank at an even worse rate. That's bad. Cabinet report, Japan's seasonally adjusted real gross domestic product, the GDP, contracted at, 28.1%, worse than the record 27.8% last month. That's bad. Japan is not doing well. They're not getting off to a good start after this COVID-19. In Europe, another round of Brexit trade talks scheduled in London later that day. Are they ever going to get it done? I mean, is Brexit ever going to take shape? On Monday, European Union warned British government that any attempt to renege on the commitment made ahead of its departure from the bloc earlier this year could put at risk the hard-won peace in Northern Ireland. Do we really need this drama right now in light of all the COVID-19 and the trade war? I mean, really, the news is not even responding to it anymore. I mean, I remember VIX used to move up and down. No more. Britain left the bloc on January 31st, but the two sides are in transition period that ends at the end of this year and are negotiating their future trade ties. Folks, they're going to be negotiating forever because you may be able to leave Europe, but I mean, really, Britain, you're still there. Crude oil, $37 or $37.99 a barrel, below the $41, $42 price that frackers in the U.S. pay to buy oil before they begin working on it. So crude oil should be bleeding, and I've been telling you that for a long time. Now, let's look and see what we've got a week ahead. It's a fragmented week. What is a fragmented week? A fragmented week is a week that occurs anytime there's a holiday during the week. Now, this happens to be a big one. This is the Labor Day, or what was the holiday now? Labor Day, yes. It was the Labor Day weekend. So you got Christmas, you got New Year's, you've got Thanksgiving, Labor Day, and a few others. Those are the big ones. But whenever you have a day off in a week, regardless if it's a Monday or if it's a Wednesday or if it's a Friday, it fragments the week. What does that mean? That means hedge funds are lazy. They tend to stay out of the markets on fragmented week, and volatility tends to be lower. Now, I'm expecting volatility to pick up as we go towards Thursday and Friday because we got the jobless claims and we got the CPI. Those are the big reports of the week. So jobless claims, PPI, keep your eye on the PPI. Producers Price Index, very, very important. Consumers Price Index, very important because they are industrial production indicators. And then we've got jobless claims, and it's important for obvious reasons. Now, if you look at the S&P 500, we haven't hit the 50-day moving average. This downside is way overdue. I'm not really seeing anything crazy. So as of right now, I'm seeing that there's a good chance we're going to bounce off the 50-day moving average. And that's even if we hit the 50-day moving average. If we break the low, which is at 3,340, just what I told you last week, the odds are we're going to hit the 50-day line. Most likely, and this is what usually happens, we start breaking lower, we hit the 50-day line, a bunch of stops get hit, we shake out the weak hands, and we go back higher. There's a chance we'll hit the 200-day moving average, but so far things are fairly stable and there's really no reason to panic on the broader market. Now, on the NASDAQ 100, it's a different story. Momentum levels are still at near historic levels. You see this red line? This is telling us that over 80%, when I say 80%, there's only 100 stocks, and that's where the FANG stocks are at. So that's over 80% of stocks are trading above the 200-day moving average. That's a little too bullish. And that number looks like it's going to cool off. Now, we could stay here for a while. We've stayed here for a while before, but I'm telling you right now that the upside is limited because, look, you've already have over 80%, 80 stocks out of 100 above the 200-day moving average. That's a pretty strong market. And if you look at the 50-day, you will see that we've been moving down, but we are still, you see here, I circled that right at the top, and I said, folks, we're not going to go up a lot. We're now at the 60th percentile. The odds are we're going to go a little bit lower, maybe even lower to the 20th percentile, which is usually what happens after we go into this 80 percentile window. Look, every time we hit 80, we move down to 20. 80, 20, 80, 20, 80. Well, took a long time, but we get to 20. The bottom line is we can hover around here, but I think the sentiment is going to move lower, especially with the number of stocks in the 200-day moving average. Remember, it's a lot easier for this number, the 50-day average, to move lower than the number of stocks trading above the 200-day moving average, because the 200-day is a longer-term indicator. But I'm telling you right now that we are stretched out a bit, and I would feel a lot better if we cooled off and went to the 60th, 50th percentile, because the market is a bit too bullish. Now, looking at individual sectors, folks, I've been telling you this for 2 months now. Remember what I said? Industrial stocks are taking over. This is on a 1-month basis. Industrial, basic material, technology is already in 5th place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th place. Consumer discretionary moves with technology. It's going to move lower. That leaves industrial and basic material stocks. That's this sector right here, industrial and basic materials. Let me show you the chart so you could see what I'm talking about. And it's still near the highs. The market's cooling off. Everything's near, the broad market is near the 50-day moving average. Industrial sectors is moving higher again. Let me make this a little prettier here. See, it's holding up pretty well. It never cooled off from that downside. So I think we're going to see more upside in industrial stocks. And here are the industrial stocks that I'm looking at. So here's all of them. And then I'll show you the strong ones. Keep your eye on these. Now we got Caterpillar, we got Boeing, we got 3M, you got UPS in here. UPS, hello, hello. You've got Deere in here, you got FedEx in here. So remember, FedEx, Deere, UPS. Now let's look at my relative strength scan. FedEx, boom, #1 spot. UPS, 2nd, 3rd, 5th spot. Coincidence? How about Quanta Services, the power company? How about Deere? Hey, look at that. What a coincidence. We got industrial sector, you got UPS, you got Deere, and you got FedEx. These are not in any particular order. So I'm just showing you all the stocks that are in here so you could see all the industrial stocks that we're looking at. And again, folks, I told you this about 2 months ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, something like that. FedEx, UPS, Deere, something you should be looking at. And there's more in here, but you don't need to focus on others. Those 3 are the top ones right now. So industrial and basic materials. Basic materials, you got Mosaic Company, you've got, let's see here, Corning. You've got a bunch here. You've got a bunch. Brown Forman. You've got a bunch. United Rental is a good one. And remember, I'm only going, this is the S&P. There's 494 stocks in here. I'm not even, this is like the first 5%. So anything in this first page halfway down is kosher. But if you want to look at industrial stocks, they're all right here. Just go XLI in the ticker symbol and hit constituents. All right. But again, industrial stocks, basic material stocks, a cool-off in tech, and consumer discretionary stocks. Now, folks, I got something really important to tell you. Pay attention to this. I can't stop talking about these crazy gains that Wall Street expert Adam Sarhan sent me. Have you guys seen Adam on CNBC, Fox? I think he's been on Bloomberg. This guy's a national celebrity, all right? This is a big shot. I had to call in a lot of favors to get him on Wealth Press to appear for you guys. I'm serious. This is a top guy. This guy manages money for Stanley Druckenmiller's family. Do you know who Stanley Druckenmiller is? He used to be the trader for George Soros. You know that whole British debacle? That's Stanley Druckenmiller. This guy manages money for his family. I think he manages money for Donald Trump's stockbroker. This guy is hot. And again, if the name sounds familiar, you've probably seen him on CNBC, Bloomberg Fox, and a host of other financial channels. So Adam Sarhan, he is the man. In fact, I had a former hedge fund insider, Lance Polito, take a deep dive into these trades to try to figure out this alpha line Adam has discovered. Apparently, the alpha line has produced some serious gains. 179.17% from Wayfair, 1,246% from Domino's. Domino's, guys. Domino's. 2,422% from Fastly. But here's the best part. 24 hours. Not day trading, but just holding, buying on Monday, selling on Tuesday. Buying on Tuesday, selling on Wednesday. Buying on Wednesday, selling on Thursday. Perfectly legal. No day trading. No sitting around the monitor all day. And now there's one trade that's approaching his alpha line. And this trade could pay out massive gains for you in just a few days. Can you imagine making 1,246% from Domino's? Over 2,400% from Fastly? 179% from Wayfair? I love this. You got to check out. This could pay you massive gains in just a few days. Click the link below to dive into the alpha line and how you could capture some serious gains. And folks, Adam Sarhan, this guy is golden. You got to check it out. Alpha Line. Follow the link below. Learn all about it now. Don't delay. I had to call in some major favors to get him here. I did it for you guys. I hope you guys pay attention. Folks, talk to you soon. Bye.